Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, your home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. In today's video, we're going to be profiling Akanda Corp. This one came to me in the form of a subscriber request. They're involved in the cannabis cultivation, distribution, and packaging space. A lot going on at this organization that we're going to unpack in today's video. Before we get into that though, please take a second, hit the like button, you guys. It's a big help to myself and the channel, specifically in getting this content to other people like you who may find value. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to join. We're just about at the 46,000 subscriber milestone, and we'd love to have you as part of the community. And finally, leave a comment in the section below. Let me know if you're currently holding shares of Akanda Corp, if you've heard of this company before, and your thoughts on the cannabis sector overall. Now, with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we're going to be profiling Akanda Corp, trades on the NASDAQ in the United States under the ticker AKAN. As the name implies, this company is involved in the cannabis space. We've covered a number of these stocks on the channel, and this is definitely a part of the market or segment that has attracted a lot of retail attention. Now this is midday on Thursday, October 10th. Currently down about 4% on the day, or 4 cents per share, trading hands at $1.05. If we pull up a 1-month chart on Akanda Corp, you can see trading relatively flat really since the start of September there, when they were in the $0.09 range. We had a local high on the 16th of September at $1.25 and a slight dip on October 2nd to $1.02. Now, interestingly enough, Akanda Corp had a major development last month. This came out on September 16th, talking about them securing their hemp cultivation license here in Canada, building on previous development agreements, stating Akanda Corp, a global cannabis company, which we're going to learn about in a second, is excited to announce that it has obtained a license for hemp cultivation in Canada. This license is directly tied to Akanda's previously announced agreement with the numbered BC company, further advancing the company's strategic initiatives in the Canadian cannabis market. And in our previous coverage on the cannabis space, we really did focus on the Canadian or North American cultivators and cannabis operators. Now, leadership goes on to say this latest development highlights Akanda's commitment to executing its strategic vision and solidifying its role as a leader in the global cannabis industry. Now, with that being said, that's a perfect segue to the corporate website. I'll leave this linked in the video description below as well if you want to go in and take a closer look for yourself. They've branded themselves originally as Europe's premium cannabis cultivator, although we just saw they have those global aspirations. A world-leading EU GMP certified cultivation facility in Portugal, which we're going to learn about in a second, distributing premium medical cannabis to the fast-growing markets across Europe. Now, with a certified and licensed grow operation in Portugal, thousands of kilograms worth of annual production, and a German offtake agreement, Akanda definitely is well positioned to take advantage of this emerging opportunity, not only in the European, but really the global market. And with that being said, we're now going to jump into the investor presentation. So in terms of the company profile and investment highlights, this deck was put together back in 2022. However, the general investment thesis holds strong. They've got that premium indoor cannabis cultivation through that EU GMP certified and licensed grow operation in Portugal. They're leveraging world-class genetics in cannabis and have a retail partnership with Cookies, which is one of the top cannabis brands in the world. So that's another aspect we're going to look at in a second. Scalable cultivation and advanced packaging at that facility, targeting fast growth markets, with Germany representing one of the best opportunities in Europe at the moment. And then of course, a focus on profitability. And we just mentioned both cultivation and packaging. You can see on this slide here, Akanda really is Europe's premier cannabis cultivator, whether you're talking about distribution, packaging, or the actual cultivation, with multiple routes across Europe to really take advantage of this market. Now, Portugal itself, for those of you who are unfamiliar, legalized medical cannabis all the way back in 2018. This has really made the country a hub for medical cannabis production around the world, building them a solid reputation, extensive pharma capabilities, high barriers to entry because of that legal licensing process, proximity to big markets like Germany and the UK, with rapidly expanding cannabis exports from this country. Now, earlier I mentioned the German cannabis offtake agreement. The reason they've focused on Germany is really because they're leading the way in terms of cannabis adoption. with over 1.7 million kilograms consumed annually and a consumption rate among adults of 13.3%. You can see by 2026, they're expecting this to represent a $2.2 billion opportunity. And as you can see here, they were expecting adult use legalization by 2024 at the time this slide was put together. And in concrete terms now, since April 1st of this year, people over the age of 18 in Germany are now allowed to own and carry up to 25 grams of cannabis for personal consumption. So again, great foresight from Akanda Corp and really getting into a market that was poised for big growth as that legalization took place. Now this is a look at their premium indoor cultivation facility. You can see this is purpose-built for cannabis cultivation. They're averaging very high industry THC levels between 25 and 30%, with the self-contained modular rooms allowing for better environmental control and production of that high-quality cannabis that all of these companies are ultimately looking for. So earlier we mentioned the relationship they have with Cookies. Cookies was founded back in 2010 by Billboard charting rapper and entrepreneur Berner and the Bay Area breeder and cultivator Jai, and is one of the most globally recognized cannabis companies in the world. So having this partnership with Akanda is a huge opportunity, really bringing that California style cannabis to Europe, specifically Portugal. And interestingly enough, Berner, who we just mentioned is the co-founder and CEO of Cookies, was the first cannabis executive ever to be on the cover of Forbes magazine since the magazine launched in 1917. So a great brand to be associated with and partnership for Akanda. Now again, since this deck was put together, obviously a lot has developed at the company, but great expansion opportunities as well in Portugal, whether you're talking about indoor cultivation and packaging or actual outdoor greenhouse cultivation. And finally, you guys, Akanda has that supply agreement with the UK medical cannabis market, offering another stream of revenue to this organization and ultimately helping patients find or source quality, reliable, and consistent cannabis to support their medical journey. So for those reasons, you guys, I'd be super curious to hear your thoughts on Akanda, specifically if you're already holding shares of this company or currently invested in any other cannabis plays. If you're still watching the video at this point in time, hopefully you found some value, so make sure you smash the like button. It's a great way to get this content out to other people like you who may find value. And finally, if you're not already subscribed to the channel McNallie Money, please feel free to join. We're nearly at 46,000 subscribers and we'd love to have you as part of the community. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.